same thing. But this is what they do. They show you this. And look, here goes a SAR right here. See, as the vulture. But he still had the two wings of a set and her sister at the back. And remember, this is the hat. It slides up into there. I showed you that on the wall too. There goes the same representation down there. You see the wings? Do you see? The sister's got the two wings right there. Well, let's go up here. As you can see, those two wings is connected to the vulture Asar. And its creation and recreation is based around the concept that even dead flesh could be consumed by the vulture to give it life. So the vulture could turn death back into life. And that is the power and immortality capability that the knowers of the knowledge that I'm bringing you get to possess. It's called immortality. I've already sustained myself and reached mine. I was sent here to lead you dead-ass people out of the valley of the dead and show your ass how to take wings and fly. Like my man, Heru, with the falcon head, has already taken wings and flies. He is my son. He is also Ra. I talked to him too, because I was in the darkness. And they were the reason for me being in the darkness, so I could have a purpose. So my purpose is to bring light to the darkness. And see, let me show you something. This is Adam, the sun. See, bringing down these little rays. You see the little hands holding the ankhs? That's life force. That's what the ankh is. And the hands are the sun rays massaging the life here on earth, or sustaining it, bringing life to the earth, not Jesus Christ. And this is old school stuff that was way before Europeans were even on the earth. The lovely, beautiful Queen Nefertari and the god Akhenaten. I think. Not 100% sure. Sometimes it's hard for me to remember these things. This is the god, I think, Amen-Ra, with the god Ra himself. And you can understand he is a powerful god because he has the sun disk with the serpent fire energy that I showed you. We still live out today. See? Bringing fire to the light. You understand? Now let me show you something. See these? These are authentic home style tortilla chips, right? Watch this. No, there's something else in there. This is gas relief. The cheap ones that I got for $1 at the 99-cent store that you gotta eat the whole bottle in order for them to work. Maybe something was left out. That's why they was at the 99-cent store. But my point being, it ain't always what it seems. Sometimes it ain't what it is. It could be an imposter. Now, when your ass understand the truth of Tantra sexuality, you can see this lighter, and you can say it's a lighter, but what if it's empty? Is it still a lighter? No. Because see, it won't light. In order for it to be a lighter, it's got a light. Let's see what happens. Okay, I can keep this. But if I strike it and it don't light, it becomes very unuseful to me. If you have lost your fire, you're useless. You need to be thrown away. The best way to lose your fire is to have people sell you shit that you don't know what's in the bag. Now, if somebody is selling me this and it's open and he tells me what's in there, I can take his word for he a good friend if I want to. Alright, cool. I can just take it, paying for it, and bounce. You do that a lot with your friends. But before you establish that friendship with that person, it comes from being acquainted with looking in the bag and finding out that it's inside what proclaimed from him or her is inside. That shit take a lot of trust. Only in religion does people get in without really investigating. See, this is Listerine, right? It looks like Listerine. It says Listerine on the bottle. But you know what? This is Asar you're talking to. Now, I just showed you how I can manipulate shit. You think I might have manipulated this too? Let me see.
Help me, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Whoa.
See, that's that church shit. You need to know what your ass is getting before you make a damn fool out of yourself, all that Hollywood shit. So that's what happened in Hollywood. We all get sold a bunch of shit that sound good, and we never look inside to make sure it's what we actually getting.
Because everybody else says it's okay. And my grandmama,
She shouldn't leave me alone. I mean, she shouldn't leave me wrong, is what I meant to say. But you know, my grandmother had been through some things. She had been led wrong. So that's why we have these books like this. That's real cheap. They land around everywhere. You know what I'm saying? On the back it says Adam, the creator. Osiris, the god of fertility and farming, which is Asar. Anubis, the jackal-headed god of funerals and mummification. Isis, the goddess of love and motherhood, which is a Set. Best, the god of pleasure and protector of children. Let me show you guys who Best is. This little guy right here. Now in the Bible, they tell you that this is the guy that one of them prophets claimed they had a wrestle with. They wrestled with God all night and was blessed. Well, this little guy right here was my homie all through my childhood as I was growing up. I used to whoop his ass too. Because we used to wrestle all the time. He used to always whoop my ass. The one night I really whooped his ass though. I brought him from the underworld with me. I threw a headlock on that ass. And I just said, I ain't gonna let him go. Because he used to always just beat me down and just vanish, right? Not that day. Yo. I was whooping that ass all over the house. Because see, I always been mystic like this. I could bring things from the other world. I told you guys I could talk to the elements. You think I can't? I'm gonna make a believer out you motherfuckers watch. Anyway, I used to whoop Best ass. I used to actually wrestle with God. And I didn't know that's who this was until I started reading all these books. And everything started making sense to me about the bizarre occurrences in my life. Like levitation. This is, in case you didn't see it, the god Asar with the two sarcophaguses. There's the sister, his wife, 50-50, but 100-100 too, because they're all knowing. Those are his sisters. They say the god is a Set. It's a folklore that she loved Ra so much, even though she was his daughter, she wanted more. This story made me cry when I heard it. I thought it was the most beautiful thing I ever heard. She wanted to be her father altogether. She couldn't stand being just a part of him as his daughter. she wanted to be consumed by him. She was like, I want to be you. I need you to tell me everything that you know. I want to be all-knowing like you. And he used to tell her stuff every day. And the more he told his daughter, the more wiser she became. That's why I say you women are missing out if you're not talking to the son. Because this woman, Aset, opened the door for you. She loved her father so much. She kept taunting him. He wouldn't tell her everything though. So you know what she did? He told her enough. But she'll be wise enough, like every woman is wise enough to know her man or her father, if you wise, if you pay attention. They got so much bullshit attraction out there now where you run away and your father ain't shit. And that's how come you get used by them busters out there, because you don't learn nothing from your father. But anyway, everything he taught her, she was wise enough to outsmart him. This is what she did. She made him sick. So she poisoned her father, but she didn't poison him enough where he'd die. That's why I drank this. Because if it was poison, you know I had an antidote somewhere in here. That's why you gotta watch people, because they'll already be prepared to drink it, but you haven't been prepared. See, that's why that Bible got your ass. People that gave it to you knew what they was giving you. They had already been through it themselves. And they know it's garbage. But since they went down that road and it's starting to be profit to them, they don't mind giving it to you. But this little heifer with her brilliant ass, she gave her father an elixir to make him sick. And she told him, she said, listen, if you want to live, you're gonna have to make me as wise as you are. And I give you this. And he was like, what is that? She said, this is the elixir that you need to sustain yourself. This is why she is the most powerful sustainer of life out of any woman deity now. This is how crafty she is. So her father on his deathbed, he told her, all right, on his deathbed, this is what he told her. He said, yeah, well, if you want to be me that bad, you gotta let me consume you. And so she jumped into the fire and she became rock. With Rod. Ain't that powerful? Think about that. Somebody would sacrifice their own being to become a part of you so much that they would totally eradicate self. Do you see the knowledge in that? Do you see how you can manifest and become reborn again right on earth? And the only person that can lead you that way is the light. Don't you understand that? You gotta have brilliance to deal with Satan. Now, if you walking around in darkness and someone tells you not to turn on the light, that person's gonna make a damn fool out of you. You should want to know, why would anyone try to make a cloud to block the sunlight from coming to the earth? Why would someone give me a book and tell me not to pay attention to the sun more than I pay attention to things in this book? I would be an idiot to make the God images in this book be more powerful than the God Son that they're all leading me to. You see this God Tahuti right here? This God Tahuti lives in the moon. He was instructed by God to set a post on the moon and control the darkness of mankind. He is my best friend. Because whenever I want to reach somebody's mind, I send Tahuti. And Tahuti sends the spirits that you saw right here on the sunlight. And they get into people and make them do shit. Because he be out at night when the moon is shining. And since the moon shines the same sunlight that we see in the daytime shining from the sun, that means that he's just as wise and just as watching as the sun. And he's writing every freaking thing down, reporting everything. So what goes on in the dark does get reported to the light. You understand?